So, instead of being able to run my Uber last night, I got a flat tire. Go figure. So, I'm getting it fixed. My car's over there this morning. And it's going to take an hour to get it in. So, I'm going to walk around downtown because I'm a travel agent. And I'm going to see what we got new. See what I can see. So I'm on my way home from getting my tire fixed, actually replaced. Because of course they said they couldn't fix it. 200 and something dollars for a tire. I'm like, I just bought a tire. Luckily I had road hazard. If you're gonna do this job, you better be getting them warranties on the tires, on the car, all that. You have to get the warranties so that when something happens, you're not all coming out of your pocket. I don't have a car warranty on my car right now, but I did have road hazard on my tire, so they ended up having to replace it for $112, which was still way more than I had planned on spending today. But now I have a new tire. I'm ready to run. I turned my app on. Everything blue. If I was in a bigger city, this is where a bigger city would have maybe more appeal. It might be more worth it, but then again, based on the videos I've been watching, they say it's not worth it either. It really is only worth it, especially around here, to run if it's red. Like, I did turn it on for a second and I got one. It was 4 miles away, 10-minute trip. A 10-minute trip around here is only 5 miles. If I had thought about that a little more, then chances are that person was coming into town, and that would have been, an okay run. But even with that person coming into town, I would have had to drive 10 minutes to go get them and then bring them into town, and then hopefully get somebody else already in town wanting to leave, which is very unrealistic. So I would have had to drive another 10 minutes out of town to bring somebody in. That's what you end up having. You're going out and bringing people in, and then later on you're taking people home, is what you end up having. And they only charge like $1 a mile, or you only get like $1 a mile. So that would have been a 20 to 30-minute trip for $6. And it's just not worth it at that price to run for $6, especially after just getting a flat tire and having to spend $112. I know I picked this flat tire up at somebody else's vicinity. Ain't nobody building nothing around me. You know what I mean? So it's one of the hazards of being out here and all that stuff. And it's like, well, it's just not worth it to run if all I'm gonna make is $6 or $12 an hour. Because $6 for half an hour, because that's what I would have got. Maybe they would have gave me a $2 or $3 tip, but we can't go by tips. We have to go by what we know we're gonna make, and that's coming from somebody who gets $30 tips on, you know what I'm saying, We can't base what we're doing on tips. Like, we have to go by what we know we're going to make, and that would have been like $6, maybe $7 tops for like 30 minutes of work. And that's just not what I'm trying to make out here on the road. I'm trying to make way more than that. If I'm going to make less than that, I'm going to sit my butt at the house. Because the way I see it, they're even when we're making 30 an hour, which I do make on a regular basis, you're paying for my time. You're not paying for my car. You know what I'm saying? Or you're paying for the miles. Like, that run right there would have been them paying for the miles on the car, but not my time. So that's not going to work. Like, the routes have to pay both of us. So it's only worth it if it's red, unfortunately. So I'm going home, sit my butt at the house, and see if I can get me some travel agent leads so I can make me some more money as a travel agent as well. Because like I said, I'm a travel agent. If you're in Asheville, you need to look me up. I do reserve airport rides because no Uber driver is doing airport rides in Asheville. Well, you might trick somebody into doing it. I used to do them. I used to think they were good runs until I realized that you're not getting paid for your trip to pick the person up or your trip back into town. So every time you do an airport run around here, you're running for about 30 minutes for free, guaranteed. So nobody's doing those. You have to schedule those. I had someone yesterday asking me how much it would cost to run them to Hendersonville, and I told him the same $40 too. Hendersonville is like 30 minutes away from here. I got to ride 30 minutes out there, 30 minutes back. That is an hour of my time. It's going to cost you $40. Like, let's think about this logically, people. Let's think about it logically.